It's a very warm welcome to our new series as we go Dutch. Hello and welcome to episode number 1 of Going Dutch, as we try and turn around a Dutch side who are relegated from the Eredivisie and return them to the top flight and leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. Hello and welcome to the episode. We will find out in today's episode who we are going to be managing here in Holland. And, with the Euros lining up tomorrow evening, I'm recording this on Monday, and you will see it on Monday. On Wednesday of this week, of course, England will play Netherlands in the semi-final of the Euro Championship for a place in the final against either, I think it's Spain and France. So it's a bit of a humdinger. But today we're going to find out who we are going to manage in the second division here in Holland. And we'll look at it in a minute and I'll explain all. And we'll have a look at how these sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at the Eredivisie. Right now we're going to look at the league table at the end of the season here. Will be, if I can get the right screen up. There we go. And this is how the season has finished. They played 34 games, 18 teams in there, so 34 games to be played. The bottom two are relegated, and then the 16th place team plays off against the teams in the Keuken Kampioen-Divisie league, and that's like their second division. And what they do is they play off against I think it's one of these teams here anyway, to decide whether Cambuur gets promoted, or in this case whether the side that finished 16th place, Almere City, are relegated. So one way or another, it could be that the side come up and the side go down, so three up, 3 down, or it ends up just being 2 up, 2 down, depending on whether Almere save themselves. And is, as you've already seen in this particular sphere, they have saved themselves. It was against the FCMN, Almere City, 3-0 winners in that two-legged affair, and they won that 5-1 on aggregate. It's a bit of a convoluted way because there's masses of ways that you can get into these playoffs, but we'll come to that in due course. Right, let's go back a stage. We'll have a look here, and already highlighted, you can see the team that we are going to play with in this series. It's RKC Valvik. And that is the team that we are going to feature. The club was formed on the 26th of August 1940 and used to play its home games at Sport Park Olympia. It came to a new stadium, a 7,500 seater Mandamakers Stadium, opened in 1996. And features the first match at that stadium was a game against Roda JC. RKC's club name also expanded at the same time, and included the name of the town where they were, where the stadium was, Valvik. And that is how they came about, while considering one of the Eurovisie's smaller clubs. Considered one of the Eredivisie smaller clubs. It nevertheless has maintained its top flight status for many years and plays in home colours of yellow and blue. And as you'll see on the screen here, they're playing in more of a yellow shirt with a bit of blue piping. Those shirts will change in due course as we move to our new kits, because we like to generate our own kits through Kit Basher, don't we? At the end of the 2006-2007 season, Volvic were relegated from the Eredivisie after a defeat in the playoffs against VVV Venlo. But on the 3rd of June 2009, they were promoted back to the Eredivisie after a win in the playoffs against De Graafschap. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sure people will put down in the comments if I pronounced it wrong. I do apologise. I practiced some of these. Though their spell didn't last long, ending in the last place with only 15 points in the season following. They would finish first in the Eredivisie, which is where we are going today, of course, promoting back to the top flight. So they've been a bit of a yo-yo club, I think is what we're trying to say here. After another relegation at the end of 2013-2014, Volvic finished 20th in the last, in 2014-15. Oh, hang on. So after being relegated in 2013-14, they finished 20th in 2014 in the Eredivisie division, in the second division. However, they didn't relegate to the top class amateurs because both of the two top class champions declined promotion into professionalism. And in 2016-17, they made the Eredivisie playoffs, losing 5-2 on aggregate to FC Emmen. In the 2017-18 season, RKC were placed 16th out of 20 teams in the Eredivisie. In 2019, they were promoted back to the Eredivisie after a 5-year absence, after beating Go Ahead Eagles in the playoff finals. And after a 0-0 draw in the first leg at home, they won the second leg 5-4 away. What a good result that was. In the 2020 season, RKC finished in last place, but they survived relegation due to the season being declared void due to COVID. And in the subsequent 2021 season, the club managed to avoid relegation on their own by finishing in 15th place. So they've been, as I say, have been a bit of a yo-yo club, to say the least. And, well, in this FM sphere, they've been relegated once again, and our job is to get them back up into that league and establish them, not get them back down again, as it is. Right, with that in tow, we're going to come right back in just a second, and we're going to have a look at the team. Before we have a look at the team that we will play and the players in that team, I thought just to give you a quick update of the Eredivisie, the Keukenkampioen-Divisie league as it is. And this is the peculiar thing, is that they have 4 periods throughout the season, and during those periods they have the opportunity to actually get themselves a place in the playoffs. And this is how it works. So first period is between the 11th of August, starting of the season, and the 6th of October. And during that period, there are 20 teams. 9 games will be played during that period, and 1 team qualifies for playoff, skipping teams that have already qualified. So your guess is as good as mine, unless you already play the Dutch league and you know what's going on. The sorting rules are the goal difference first, and then it's goals scored. Teams are allowed 5 substitutes, can be used in 3 stoppages from a maximum of 12. That's quite a big bench, 12 named. And then in the league, there are a number of B-sides from the Eredivisie teams, Ajax, PSV, AZ and Utrecht. And they aren't, they could finish top of the league, but they won't get promoted. It drops down and bypasses them. So you could finish mid-table and get promoted, or at least end up in the playoffs, as it was. So that's the first period. Second period then is, again, 20th of October to the 15th of December. I guess these are teams. So all the teams, if you could have a really poor start, if you have a good second period, you could actually end up getting into the playoffs. 10 games were played in this one. Third period is 9 games between the 22nd of December and the 1st of March. And then from the 8th of March through to the 17th of May, the end of the season. So if you have a really good end of the season, I can see what they're trying to do, because you basically got 4 chances of being top of the pile. So you can have a really poor first half, do really well in the third quarter and get a playoff place. So that's how it goes. And then there are the division playoffs. As I said, there are a series of rounds: first, second, and third rounds. First round, 6 teams enter it, and there's a draw. Obviously, winners qualify for the second round. There is then a second round, 4 teams. A winners qualify for the third round, and then you get the third round, 2 teams left in it, and the winning team gets promoted to the winning team wins promotion, the lower division lower division team. So if you're in the lower division, you get promoted. If you win and you're in the higher division, you don't get relegated, basically, is what I think I explained earlier. So that is how that all works. Let's have a quick look at the team then that we have got here. We will sort them. I think we'll sort them by position. We have a number of players, and first thing I know is that it's quite an aging squad. There's a lot. If you're 28, 23, 32, 26, 30, 28, 23, 24. So there's quite an aging squad. Luke Waters is out on loan at the moment. He will come back, obviously, in due course. We have goalkeepers Howen and Vessen. Pretty much very similar, the pair of them. And looking at them, there's sort of 2.5 star potential. I'm thinking with both of them at 28, we're looking for at least 1 goalkeeper to come in. Then we have central defenders, 2 definite central defenders. Sean Adaway, he's Belgian. He's 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. He's a good one to we'll keep one eye on. And then we have a Jeffrey Bruma. He's a 2.5-star potential. Only he's 32. So again, I think we're looking for a central defender as well. Leveld is a right back. Looks quite good. We got Duran Gari, who is also a right back. He's 30 years old though. But he could be a good replacement backup for him. Van der Boys can play as central defender, which he may well be. He's 28. He is 3.5-star current and potential ability. We have Latonda, who is can play as a wing back. Let's have a look at his positions. Can play as a left wing back, can play as a right wing back, which is quite useful. Can also play up the middle of the park as well. So that's Latonda. So he's looking quite good. 3.5 stars. Patrick Vero is 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He's a bit younger, 24, which is good. We have Romatero, who I've already identified is listed for some reason or other. I probably need to take him off the transfer list, but he's deemed as surplus to requirements. Not quite sure why. 3-star, 3.5-star potential ability. We have Kevin Fielder, who is a 3-star current, 3.5-star defensive midfielder. So we've got plenty of defensive midfielders, which fits into our sort of game plan, as it were. And then we have another one, Ukili, who's a 3-star, 4-star potential ability. So he's a bit younger, looking good. Lokesa is midfield stroke attacking midfield, 3-star current ability. Potential for him to be a 4.5-star. So that's good. Matt Junjans, he's 32 years old. Possibly he's got a slight concern, wants to leave the club due to getting relegated. So he's good. He's a 4-star current, 4-star potential, but it looks awfully like we're not going to hold on to him. He's on his way out. Bakalai, Midfield looks like he's probably playing down either wing, which doesn't suit our thing. He could play as a attacking midfielder, but he's probably not his favourite position. So he's maybe a goner. He's only a 3-star current and 3-star potential. Again, a bit older. Nimeja, he is 2.5-star, 29 years old. Looks like he might be moving on. Rachanel Margaret. He is a central midfielder, attacking midfield, can play right across that attacking midfield, and also as a striker. 2.5-star current ability, can pay a 3. He's Sudanese, or Surinamese. Yeah, it might be one just to see. His contract runs until the end of next season, so it might be one that we need to hang on to. Celanese, attacking midfield, right across, a 3-star current, 4-star potential. Couple of loanees, Stanovic, who is here, Filip Stanovic, a Serbian, 4-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. I'm not sure whether we can hang on to him or not. David Min is another of our strikers, a 3-star current, 3-star potential, probably not going to rock it particularly. And Rolk is our final player. He's attacking midfield, right or left, or a striker, 2.5-star current, 3 to 4-star potential ability. He is a bit younger though. So obviously there's some work to do. I think we need another striker. Might be all right attacking midfield, possibly. Definitely need a defensive central defender and a goalkeeper. So work to be done on that squad for sure. If we are going to, get ourselves out of this second division here in Holland. Right. We're going to jump forward to the fixtures, and we will come back then, and we will have a look and see where we're at, see if there's been any transfer going on, ins or outs going on, bring you up to date ahead of our first episode number 2, which will be out on Thursday, where we play our first games in the Dutch Second League. Well, here we are. We've played a couple of friendlies. We've got 3 more friendlies to play. The season starts on Friday, the 9th of August. So we're currently on the 20th of July. Couple of 3 weeks out. As I said, there are some friendlies to be played. We've got Dender EH, who are currently in the Challenger Pro League, one of the lower leagues. Coruña is in La Liga. So they're quite a big side. And then we have a game against Vigo, who are also in the La Liga, the Spanish First Division, as it was, not their Premier League. So we've got those to play. And as you will see, our first 2 games, the ones that we will feature on the opening day, or the opening episode of the series, are going to play. Notice that a lot of these games are played on Friday, whereas in England we tend to play on a Saturday. Friday seems to be the day. And we will be playing Telstar and FC Eindhoven. Telstar and FC Eindhoven, the 2 sides that we will be looking, or won't be looking to play, but we will be playing in the opening day. 2-0 win against Sparta Rotterdam in our first friendly. Limori and Margaret, the scorers in that one. And then a 3-2 win against Roda Kerkrade, who are in the Eredivisie, got promoted last season. David Min getting 2, and Fielder getting the other one. So they are the results so far. Transfer news wise, let's have a quick look. Let's go to transfer history. Nothing in at the moment. We've had a few go out. So Lemure came in ahead of us. I think he was from FC Eindhoven, came in free. Farouk Lemure. I think he's already featured, already scored, as we've mentioned. He is a central defender, can play on the right as a right wing back if we need him to, can play on the left, but it's not his best position. Luke Waters has gone on loan. No, that was last season. Razmir, that was gone out in January, so nothing going out. We have had a couple go out. Godfried Ramato, he's gone to Groningen, one of our opposing sides, so he will come back and haunt us, I feel sure, because that's Football Manager way of doing things. So he's left us, and he's gone there on a nice bit of extra money. And we've also lost, and this is a little bit hurting, Sean Adoe has gone to Westerlo. Is a Belgian side. He's a Belgian player. He's gone back to Belgium. And I think he would have been quite good for us, actually, playing as a central defender. But we've lost him. And he's gone there, which is a bit disappointing. Nobody coming in so far. We have got a boatload of trialists. As you know, I like to do the trialist thing. We've got a few that we are trialing. We've got a goalkeeper, Morten Berens, and we've also got Selmani, an Albanian goalkeeper. I'm not sure which one. Both very similar, 4-star current, 4-star potential. Both of them getting on a little bit, 26 and 28, but they may do us, 27, may do us for a couple of seasons. We've got a central defender in Josamia from Spain. We've got Kun Temeleskov, attacking midfield, central or a striker. We've got brought in Danny Bath he's English. He's playing central defence, Congolese. Again, central defender, can play on the left side as a wing back, and he has sort of performed quite well up till now. He is 30 years old though, and Danny Bath is 33, so maybe they're not the best options. We'll see what else comes out of the woodwork. We've got Jake Livermore, who's also English central defender, can play as defensive midfielder or a central midfielder. The only thing is their ability stacks up, so it may be worth having them on board for a season or so. To see how they go. We need to have a little bit of a sort here. Need to still look at some of these players down the bottom here, and maybe have a bit of a sort. There's youth ones really, so we'll be looking for anybody who hasn't got long-term potential that is possibly costing us a bit of money. I'm thinking possibly Joey Kesting. He's a 23-year-old goalkeeper, 2-star current, 3-star potential. Costing us £800 a week. Could put that back into the pot. So that is what we're looking at currently. If we go to the Kuchen Campion and have a look at the season preview, this is what it's looking like. We are expected to finish 8th, having been relegated last season. Excelsior, who also came down, are expected to finish 7th. Groningen are expected to finish 1st. Willem the second, finishing 2nd, and Den Haag looking to finish 3rd. And the obviously these teams down the bottom here can't be relegated. So I guess the teams that are expected to be relegated are between top OSS. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Maastricht and Telstar are opening opponents in the second division here. In Holland, we got any players? No players in the Media Dream 11. We have a Latunda, Liveld. Anybody else? Just those 2 players in the key players in the league. So that is Brendan Rodgers has taken over at Ajax, I notice. Yeah. So there's a bit of a change round of managers and all the rest of it. So all going on. Right. That, I think, pretty much brings you up to date of what it's looking like. We will, of course, give you a bit of a roundup before we start our games in the next episode. But as I said, we will come back having completed our friendly campaign. We will start in the Kuchen Campion Divisie against Telstar and Eindhoven, away from home against Telstar, and then home to FC Eindhoven in our second game in our next episode. So I do hope you will join me for that. Well, there you go. That's what we're going to be doing. Going Dutch, and we will be playing with Valvik in the Dutch second league as we try and get them out back up to the Eredivisie, and of course try and establish them as a Eredivisie side, not to keep yo-yoing up and down. Well, if you've enjoyed today's episode, you're looking forward, you're excited for the new series, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Going Dutch and our other series, bottom to the top, as they are released. And new episodes of Going Dutch will be released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with all that is going on this channel, new series, old series, any type of series, you can find out by following me on X at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's out on Thursday. It's episode 2, our first 2 games of our season here in Holland. Till next time, goodbye.